everybody, but we'll get there. All right. Okay, so this is our practice round. All right, so you'll see some questions pop up. Can we go to the next one, please? And here's your first question. Rank the following items from the one that takes the shortest time to decompose naturally to the one that takes the longest to decompose. So your options are A, conventional wet wipe, B, plastic straw, C, tire, and D, cotton t-shirt. Again, you have to rank it from the one that takes the shortest time to decompose naturally to the one that takes the longest to decompose. And we already have answers coming in the chat. I will either say if it's right or wrong. We'll just wait. All right, our lovely participants, what do you think?
Well, I think a cotton t-shirt would decompose the fastest.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I'm fairly certain plastic would be last.
Yeah, the plastic straw would be last.
Tire.
Okay.
I feel like the tire would probably be second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is a tricky one. You could be wrong, but you could also be right.
I think the tire would be second, and wet bite would be third.
All right. So you guys all agree?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This computer, let's show us the right answer. Go for it. Can you please go to the next slide? I stopped seeing the slides now.
Sorry, I'm trying to advance it. It's not going.
Okay, I stopped seeing it now. All right, here you go. All right, so that is the correct answer. So the correct order is cotton t-shirts, which takes about 6 months, to the next one, which is the conventional wet wipes, and then it's the plastic straw, and then are the tires. So you were almost there, so you get it. And with that, now, like I said, every time you answer a question correctly, you will be virtually planting a tree. So you have to go all the way to 14 to be able to plant 14 trees. And then you earn the title of Sai EnviroCare Champion. All right, Sister Chitra, can we have the next slide, please? So here's the question for the first tree. Which of these is an animal byproduct? A, milk, B, honey, C, egg, or D, all of the above? We have some very active participants. Thank you very much for putting in your answers in the chat. What do you all think?
I think it would be D.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of the above.
Do you all agree? So all of our future YAs think it's going to be D. So let's go and see if it's correct. Can we have the next slide, please? And I do see, there we go, all right. You have successfully planted a tree. Fabulous job, everybody. All right, next one. You guys ready? Here it goes. Swami has spoken about 4 components of feeling on desires: food, money, time. What is the 4th one? A, energy, B, thinking, C, laziness, and D, education. What do y'all think?
Energy?
A. Energy.
I don't know.
Everybody's with A? I see everyone in chat is A. All right, let's see if A is correct. Let's go to the next slide, please. And you have it! You guys have 2 trees to your name now. All right, next one coming up for 3 trees. All right, here's your question. A SSSIO event has BYOB written on its flyer. What does that usually stand for? A, be your own brightness. That's my favorite. B, bring your own book. C, bring your own bottle. Or D, none of these.
I think it may be C.
Yeah, looks
Bring
like
your own bottle.
Yeah.
But it could also be bring your own book.
Well, the chat looks like the chat says it's C.
Do not go by the chat. You have to use your own teammates. Gurucharan is cleverly monitoring everything in the happening in the chat. Okay, what do you think? So here's the thing, though. In the question, it says, "What does it usually stand for?" So it could totally be A, B, or C. But what does it usually stand for? Anushka.
I think I'm gonna go with C.
Okay, everybody still C?
Yeah.
I actually thought it was A, but people in the chat are convincing me otherwise.
So everybody is monitoring chat. Okay. All right. Sister Chitra, let's see what the answer is. And it is C. You guys had it correct. And everybody in the chat, such good job. Fabulous,
Trust the
fabulous
chat.
teamwork here.
Trust the chat.
I will say this though, we have done this for an event where we called it a BYOB event. And the short form that we use it for is that we called it bring your own bottle, bring your own badge, and bring your own books to write in. So that was really cool. Anyway, let's see the next one. All right, here we go for 4 trees. Here's your question. Which of the following is a renewable source of energy? I know for a fact you all will get this right away. A, solar. B, coal. C, nuclear. And D, none of these.
Okay, let's just go with A.
Yeah. Yeah, it's A.
Yeah, we don't need a thing.
All right, and that is the correct answer, and you have successfully planted, let's see how many trees. 4 trees. For tree number 5, coming up in a little bit. Here we go. All right. Which of these household garments or accessories generally does not contain a product derived from animals? A, a down jacket. B, jeans. C, a fur coat. Or D, a leather bag.
I think it's B.
You think it's B?
I'm pretty sure jeans are. I thought they were like made out of pigs or something. Or have to do something with that.
The other ones have animal parts in them.
I think that jeans are made out of like fiberglass or some sort of type of glass blowing method. Hard to manufacture them. I think it's probably.
So, what's the consensus here? Shubi, what do you think? What are you thinking?
Well, yeah, it's definitely either A or B. So,
I'm having a really hard time listening to you guys over the music, so if you could speak up a little bit, that would be really helpful. What did you say, Shubi?
B, jeans.
It is jeans. And someone just put in the chat that down jackets probably have feathers, and that is correct. I did not know this fact prior to this this game show. So thank you for putting that in the chat window. All right, now we have 5 trees. The next question for 6 of them. Oh, that just came up with the answer. So I guess I'll just read it out with the answer. The type of food we eat plays a sizable factor in our personal environmental footprint, such as the land use, water use, and the greenhouse gas emissions. Which of the following milk options has the least water footprint? And you already know the answer, so we'll just go to the next one. All right, so it's the same one. I guess we have the answer first and then the question. And we have it again. Mommy just wants us to plant trees. All right, so we'll spend just a little bit of time on this. So I want you guys to look at all of these signs, and then on the next slide, the question will follow related to this. All right, and here's your question. What do the different numbers on plastics indicate? A, number of times they have been recycled. B, number of permitted reuses. C, grade of plastic used. And D, years taken to break down.
I'm pretty sure.
Someone by the name Vasuki in the chat. Before I read the question, that person has the answer. So good job.
I think
Alright.
it would be C.
Yeah, I think C as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees? Yes, okay. All right, let's see what the correct answer is. And it is grade of plastic used. You earned yourselves another tree. Fabulous work, guys. Trisha says yes. All right. Next one. All right, so next question. You ordered some dinner to go and it came packaged in a sturdy plastic to-go box. You are not sure whether the to-go box goes into the landfill or the recycle bin. Putting it into your community recycle bin may contaminate other recyclables in the bin in case it doesn't get recycled. What is the most responsible thing to do? A, clean and dry the box. B, check the plastic grade or number on the item. Those were those triangular things that we saw. C, look up your county rules on whether this grade of plastic is recycled. Or D, all of the above.
Pretty sure it's D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's D.
Yeah, I think you would do all of these.
Everybody thinks it's D?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Mhm.
Okay, but what about C though? Do you think different counties have different rules related to which plastic is recycled or not?
I think
Yeah.
it's D
Other
though.
two are also right, so then
Huh?
we can't pick the other two. We have to assume that C is right also to pick D.
Yeah, but I think
C is also
we should-
true because some counties like they make you separate the recycling and some don't, so it matters on the county. So C is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's all of them though, because like if you put dirty plastic inside like the trash, it's much harder to recycle because it needs to be cleaned.
Yeah. So I think you do all of these.
I think you do all of these. Shubi, what do you think? I think her video is probably
Yeah, I think all of them. Sorry, my internet is kind of.
That's okay, but we got you. Okay, so everybody thinks it's all of us. Let's quickly look at I'm gonna quickly pull up my chat and see what people are saying. But I don't seem to be able to go down. But it looks like everybody is saying the same thing, so let's see if that's correct. And it is all of the above. Good job. Another tree to your name. All right, now this is my favorite number. You better get this question correct. Or answer correct, rather. Okay. What percent of food never gets eaten worldwide? A, 45 to 50%. B, 25 to 30%. C, 5 to 10%. Or D, 80 to 85%.
I think this is A, because I actually had to do write a paper on this, and I was researching some of the stuff, and it's around 40 to 50% from like agriculture waste, manufacturing, and then consumer waste.
Yeah, I think he's right because I know about like a third gets wasted, but then there's like probably some extra that doesn't even get to be sold, so we'd like round up. So I would go between like A and B, but I'm leaning towards A.
Okay, you're leaning towards, which one did you say?
A. I was agreeing with Scott.
Okay. So A or B, okay. How about everybody else? Everybody sort of between A and B?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
A would work.
So I feel this would be a good audience poll question. So you guys want to open it up for the audience? Let's see what they think. What is the general consensus here? So thank you. All right, Sister Chitra. Let's see what the correct answer is. On to the next one. It was B. It was 25 to 30%. On to 10 trees. All right, let's see what the question is. Okay. Can you guess how long a typical American shower lasts? A, less than 5 minutes. B, 2 to 5 minutes. C, 5 to 10 minutes. And D, greater than 10 minutes.
I think it's C.
I think it's either C or D.
I feel like it would
Yeah.
I feel like C is better, but I'm not sure.
I feel like it would be D. I speak that from experience.
I like how you're using your own experience to do this. All right, so everybody is between B and C, or C? More C, right? All right, so let's see if our answer is correct. Mr. Chitra, next slide, please. And it is 5 to 10 minutes, which is a really, really long time. Next question. We're very close to our target of 14 trees.
Yes, Sairam. You know, the other thing is we had a challenge for everyone who registered that they should take a bucket bath. So forget the showers. You can just use a couple gallons if everyone uses a bucket bath once a week and reduce their consumption.
Right.
So there.
Sorry, brother, you were saying something. I want to make sure you have an opportunity to complete what you were saying. Or maybe he's not here. Okay, question number 11. What is phantom load? A. I can't see it anymore. Okay, A. Any device that consumes electricity when turned off, but is still plugged into an outlet. B. Electricity that's stored in the device as a backup source for future. C. Electrical energy drawn by devices on a power surge. Or D. Any device that is under repair and draws more electricity than necessary. So future YAs, what do you think?
I think
What
it's
is
A.
phantom load?
I think it would be either A or B.
Yeah, I feel like someone's told me something about this, like something about like, kind of like it's the mysterious energy that's kind of consumed.
I think it's A because I think B is more like a battery.
A works because like the word phantom also makes it be A because it's turned off but still using electricity. So.
Yeah, I think it would be A.
Okay, so everybody thinks it's A. And it is so fabulous that you guys know this, because I first heard this word only 3 years ago. I knew nothing about this. And ever since then, I've been plugging out. It is quite a lot of work, but it's all towards our Mother Earth. All right, next question.
Yeah, there are some examples of the phantom load. One of the example of the phantom load is like when your laptop is on the sleep mode and still connected to power. Another example of phantom load is like, your phone is fully charged, but is still connected to power. So if you disconnect that, you can overcome the phantom.
There we go. And that is another good, really cool tip. Thank you. All right. Let's please go to the next one. Someone says it's the vampire energy. I think that was really cool in the chat window. And we have the next question, which is, are the paper receipts, are they recyclable?
I feel like it's no, because it's like there. I feel like I've read something about like there's like a plastic film across the paper that helps it have its texture.
I also think it's no, because there's a reason this question was made. It's for a shock factor. We all think it's recyclable, but it's actually not.
Yeah, I think it's no as well.
Because, like, would you say is cardboard recyclable? Everyone knows that, but they don't know. It's a question because it's not recyclable. It's my backwards
I like the way you're thinking.
There are actually two types of paper receipts. One uses a thermal paper, which used to be like earlier in the fax machines, and the other are regular paper.
That is correct. And so let's see the answer. We didn't know, and I love the thought process that you used, that it is for a shock value, more to say, because when I first heard it, I did not know anything about it. So it was quite a surprise when I first heard this. But in general, most of the modern paper receipts, they are printed on this thermal paper, as a brother was talking about. And this thermal paper, it uses heat from like the printer head to make the letters and numbers sort of appear on the receipts. And it can't really be recycled because of the chemicals that are used to create it.
It actually can be recycled.
Right, so it depends on.
But there's another issue, because like modern days, like if you go to Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or something, and if they give you like a receipt, what's the ink? Those inks are toxic. So even though these are recycled, all the world's paper which we see, it always comes coated with some paint, pink and blue and whatnot. Those coatings and the inks are very toxic. So although this is recycled, that's a point to note.
And that is a very good point. So thank you for filling us in. And I do have another pointer here, which basically says that if you want to check a receipt, if it has been printed on the regular paper, regular recyclable paper or like thermal paper, all you have to do is just sort of scratch the paper. And if you see like a dark line appear, that means it does have those chemicals that cannot be recycled. All right, let's go. Okay, for 13 trees, here is the question. Blank is a design, manufacturing, and marketing method focused on rapidly producing high volumes of clothing. In this, the garment production leverages trend replication and low-quality material, like the synthetic fabrics, in order to bring inexpensive styles to the end consumer. Which one is it? How do you fill the blank? A, fashion exhibitions. B, slow fashion. C, reuse methodology. And D, fast fashion. It's a lot of words.
I know this one, it's fast fashion. I did a project.
All right, tell us about the project. What was the project about?
I was more like I had to do like a presentation, and I had to pick a topic that was being ignored by a lot of people, and I chose fast fashion. Basically, like really popular companies like, I guess, Forever 21, Shein Online, things like that. they use really cheap materials that harm the environment, and they also harm people because they also use a lot of child labor to make clothes that are really cheap that don't last long. So people can just keep buying and buying.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. And now I know more about fast fashion. And it is correct.
One of the keywords in this is designed obsolescence or planned obsolescence, because all the world's companies, not just fashion, electronics and everything, they design it in such a way that, after a little bit, they become useless. It's like you buy an umbrella and, it doesn't last like, another season. Same way, like you have telephones, you have your smartphones and gadgets and your Game Boys, etc. They became obsolete so fast, and then this is an very expensive, lithium rare earth materials, and they are useless. So the designed obsolescence or the planned obsolescence, which is all the corporations, all the smart engineers use so that your things become useless. That's the point to note.
And thank you again. Thank you for sharing your wisdom on that. And now I believe we are going on the last question. Answer this question correctly, you become the EnviroCare champ, or you have the title of the EnviroCare champ. You guys are already champions. And this one is from our own dearest one. Nature is in a sense divinity itself. All this is divine. All this is God. So tread softly, move reverentially, and blank gratefully. This was said by Swami on 15th October in the year 1966. So how would you fill that blank? Tread softly, move reverentially, blank gratefully. A, work gratefully, utilize gratefully, act gratefully, or accept gratefully.
I think it's either A or C.
A or C. So since this is our last question, I'll also invite everybody from the audience to please put in your answers in the chat. Let's see how many of us get this right. But until while our audience is doing that, everybody else, I should probably stop calling it audience. I'm too much into the game mode. Participants of this retreat. And while we're doing that, we have in the chat window. What do you guys think? Our future YA team here. Future YA.
I think it's A or C.
You think it's A or C?
Yeah, I think you guys are right. Yeah, I think you guys are right.
Which one? Which one are we saying?
I think it's B, but everyone is thinking C.
I think it's B. Earlier, everyone said B. No.
Yeah, now people are saying C.
It's changing. What do you think?
Oh,
I like someone says B for Baba.
I guess it might be D because it talks about divinity, and D is acceptance.
Accept gratefully.
Yeah. So I think it might actually be D.
Okay, Guru Charan thinks it's D. Shubi, what are you thinking?
I think it's C, but that might just be me.
All of the above.
All right. Well, it could totally be all of the above, but this is a particular code that Swami had given.
Yeah,
So,
it's a final
there is
question.
one answer
So I
that
think
is correct.
it's, all of the above.
I like how you're thinking. All right, let's see what the correct answer is. We've got a lot of responses for this one. It is B, utilize. So tread softly, move reverentially, and utilize gratefully. With that, we have 14 different trees to our name. And thank you very much, Shubi, Guru Charan, Snigdha, Anushka, Skanda. Thank you very much, all you future young adults, for playing this game with me. And thank you to our lovely participants. Thank you for keeping the chat window active. and for all of your answers. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Sai Ram, over to Sister Chitra.
Thank you so much. This was awesome. What a great job. Huge round of applause to Manisha, Sister Manisha, and all of the YA participants. This was really fun, and I appreciated all the enthusiastic participation from everyone on the slide, in the retreat. So thank you. We went a little over. Appreciate your flexibility and hanging in there with us, because as you see, there was a lot to be learned. I learned a few things, and I was so impressed that kids of your age know so much, especially like fast fashion. I only learned about that recently. So awesome job, you all. And I feel really grateful and also optimistic about our future, knowing that young people like you are coming up behind us. For those of us who you're growing up in a wonderful generation with a lot of education on environmental issues. And so you're our future. This is amazing. So thank you again. Thank you to you all. Thank you to everyone who attended today. This was such a beautiful session. I hope that you all enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the morning sessions too. With that, just want to end with thank yous to every one of the planners for this event. It takes an enormous amount of work for everyone, between the regional service coordinators, the center service coordinators, the YAs, even the SSE coordinators, to be able to bring you this session. It was just a huge group effort, and of course our amazing Bhagavan, who really made everything come together. So many things went as perfectly as he divined. So with that, just end with an Om and 3 Shantis, and with love and gratefulness in our heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.